everyone. I wanted to talk to you today about the elements of a short story. These elements can be used from the very beginnings of when you're in middle school and you're trying to write a short story, all the way up through college classes as a refresher. There are certain elements that go into making a short story and that we're responsible for knowing. So let's talk about those together. And before I start, I will say that I do know that white writing on black is the least friendly to look at. Technically, you want a lighter background with a darker colored font, but I think it looks so cool. And once this is a PowerPoint that doesn't have a ton of writing for you guys to do, I thought this would be a great chance to use this background. So bear with me. All short stories have settings. The setting includes many different things. Most of us will say time and place. Okay, great. Place is going to be your geographical location. Sure, it could be the setting is St. Louis, Missouri. It could also be the setting is the attic of my grandmother's house. It could be the settings the beach. Wherever it is, you have to make sure your readers know. Time, past, future, present, up to you. You can give a specific year. The setting is 3027, or the setting is back in the 1800s. Or you could say during a certain era, or you could just have it be kind of like today's world, the present, where it fits in for multiple years. Your setting also includes what the weather is. If you're describing a storm or the rain or the really sunny day, that sets up a scene in your readers' minds. Social conditions are included. So the daily life, what is their life like? Are they do they have a horrible life and they're upset and struggling and they open up the cabinet and there's just no food there? Or are they do they have this amazing life where they get everything they want, but then they just want more? And then also the mood and atmosphere ties into the setting. What feeling is created at the beginning of the story and does it change? Your plot is how the author arranged events to develop the basic idea of the story, and there's going to be 5 points to your plot. The exposition, well, this is the intro. In the very beginning of the story, it's where these characters and settings are revealed. It sets up a picture for your readers to imagine what's going to happen. You have your rising action. This is the time where the conflict or the problem is revealed, and your readers are like, oh, wow, they're dealing with this situation. How are they going to get out of it? And then that peaks up to your climax, highest point of interest and turning point of the novel. This is where we find out exactly what's going to happen. And everybody's reading, like, what's it going to be? Is the hero going to make it to save the day? Or is the damsel in distress going to suffer? I don't know. You get to decide that as a writer. Your falling action, events begin to resolve themselves. Okay, this is what's happening. This is how it's going to end. And then the resolution is the ending. And that's your final outcome of the story. Conflict, there's internal and external conflicts. External is a struggle with a force outside of oneself, and internal is a struggle within oneself. These are not all opposites. So there's a conflict of I want it, who's gonna get it? Man versus self. You have vowed to yourself that you're gonna eat healthy. You're gonna eat lots of vegetables, drink tons of water, have fruits, lean meats, things like that that will keep you healthy. And your neighbor brings you a batched, a freshly baked batch of cookies, and they look delicious. And you have this internal conflict of, do I give in and eat these amazing cookies, or do I follow strong and stay healthy? I'd probably give in. Yeah, man versus society. Okay, so here is a high school, and they have rules that you have to wear a uniform, but you, as a high school student, are going to go out there and fight that you deserve freedom to express yourself in any clothing you want, and that you feel uniforms should be eliminated. Man versus technology. You are working from home virtually this week, and as you're working, your internet crashes, and everything you did gets destroyed. Man versus nature. I always think of the Wizard of Oz and Dorothy versus the tornado. You know, you're against the storm and nature, something like that would fall into that conflict. Like I said, there are many others out there. That's just some of the most common ones to share with you. Character. This is the person in a work of fiction. You have the protagonist and the antagonist. So the protagonist is the good person, the antagonist is the evil person coming to do the wrong thing. Let's think of the Little Mermaid. Your protagonist is Ariel. The antagonist would be Ursula trying to destroy her plan. You also have round and flat characters and dynamic and static characters. So let's talk a little bit about that before we get into characteristics. Um, a dynamic character is going to go through the story. They're going to have a change. Somehow, whatever happened in the story caused that person to change. If you think of To Kill a Mockingbird, Scout is going to be a dynamic character because of the events that happen in Maycomb. She changes and she realizes as she grows into more of an adult what's really out there in the world. It isn't this innocent, sweet place she pictured. A static character, they just stay static. They don't change. It's the same thing. And then we have the characteristics of a person. Physical appearance is what they absolutely look like. Their characteristics also include their thoughts, feelings, and dreams. And then what other people say about the character, that if that turns into what you think of a character based on other characters' thoughts. Point of view, the angle from which the story is told. Different points of views. Objective would be the writer tells what happens without stating more than can be inferred from the story's actions and dialogue. So you only know what people are saying. We don't know their thoughts or their feelings. Those are difficult reads sometimes. Third person, the narrator is not one of the characters of the book, but lets the reader know exactly how the character feels. First person, the narrator is in the book. We read that character's views on things happening. So that's your one narrator telling you their point of view and what's happening around them. And then omniscient is knowing everything. A narrator who knows everything about all the characters, all their thoughts, everything they say, all knowing, godlike. Theme. The theme is the controlling idea or central insight of a piece of literature. In literature, the theme is perception about life or human nature that the writer wants to share with other readers, to share with the reader or other readers. Either one works. Themes are revealed through the title, key phrases, and statements about big ideas and how the characters change. Okay, so common themes could be love is blind, believe in yourself, acceptance, don't judge the book by its cover, or fear of change. Again, many more themes out there. Those are just a few. Okay. That brought my PowerPoint to an end. I thought I was going to keep going on you. So those are the elements you need to know for writing a short story or for when you analyze a short story. Hopefully that will help all of you out. Thanks for watching.